Hi everyone, welcome to 40K on Point, the channel that quantify Warhammer 40K. This video describes the troop for the Space Marine using our predefined metrics. If you want to know more about the metrics that are used in this video, please follow the link in the description. The unit that we're going to analyze in this video are the Assault Intercessors, Heavy Intercessors, Incursors, Infiltrators, Intercessors, and the Tactical Squad. 95 point buys you 4 Assault Intercessors and a Sergeant. All Intercessors have the similar stat line, 6-inch movement, weapon skill, ballistic skill 3+, strength, toughness 4, 2 wounds, 2 attacks, and a save 3+. The Assault Intercessors are armed with the Heavy Bolt Pistol. That is pistol strength 4, AP -1, 18 inch of range. And the Astarte Chainsword that gives the unit 16 attacks of strength 4, AP -1. Defensively, 95 points buys you 10 wounds of toughness 4 and a save 3+. Angel of Death was considered for the metrics as with all other troop choices. The Assault Intercessors perform well in our metrics, reaching an overall value of 122%. It doesn't have a very good shooting, but when it comes to anti-personal melee capacity, that unit is very good. Also, the defensive cost is very low, so you're paying per normalized wound very little. So that's why it makes a unit in which the offensive potential is a bit better than its defensive cost. So that makes a unit that is definitely worth its point. The Heavy Intercessor squad is a bit different, less movement, more wounds per model, and toughness 5. And there were 3 kind of weapon: Executor Bolt Rifle, the Hellstorm Bolt Rifle, and the Heavy Bolt Rifle. But I've tested the 3, and the one that performed the best was the Hellstorm Bolt Rifle. So 5 models of Heavy Intercessors cost 140 points. You are getting all of them armed with the Hellstorm Bolt Rifle, Assault 3, Strength 5, with a 30-inch of range. Also defensively for 140 points, you are getting 15 wounds of toughness 5 and a save 3+, so it makes the unit very resilient. So overall, the Heavy Intercessors performed well in our metrics, reaching a score of 111%. What makes the unit shine, it's its fortitude score, very close to a 5-star level, and it's a very resilient unit, and the damage output is limited, but because its defensive cost is very low, that makes a unit that the damage output it can deliver is equal or a bit better than its defensive cost. Next, for 105 points, you are getting 5 Incursors, including a Sergeant. They are having a standard Intercessor stat line. They are armed with the Oculus Bolt Carbine and a pair of combat blades. The Oculus Bolt Carbine is a rapid fire 24-inch strength 4 weapon that does not get cover to the target of the attacks. It's not considered in the metrics. And the paired combat blades is overall it gives the unit 11 attacks of strength 4 and AP -1. Defensively, 105 point buys you 10 wounds of toughness 4, save 3+. The concealed position was considered. Also, Angel of Death was considered. However, multi-spectrum array was not. The unit performed very well in our matrix, reaching an overall score of 123%. It has a bit better mobility than the intercessors because of the concealed position ability. It has quite a good anti-personnel melee capacity. However, its shooting is not very good. It's almost a simple bolter, but for 21 points per model. However, there are a few rules that were not taken into consideration that may maybe increase the value of the shooting. The fortitude score is pretty good. So overall, that makes a unit in which its offensive output is better than its defensive cost. So overall, that makes a unit that is definitely worth its point. Next, we have the Infiltrator Squad. So for 120 points, you are getting 4 Infiltrator plus a Sergeant. They are having a normal Intercessor stat line, but they are all armed with the Marksman bolt carbine, which is a rapid fire 1, 24-inch, strength 4, no armor penetration. But when you get an unmodified hit roll of 6, you automatically wound the target. Defensively, for 120 points, you are getting 10 wounds of toughness 4 and a save 3+. The Infiltrator comms array is very interesting. So I'm going to present 2 options for the Infiltrator squad, one with the Infiltrator comms array and one without. So essentially it gives the ability to benefit from auras like Rite of Battle and Tactical Precision, while not being within the range of those auras. So it does improve the tactical capacity of that unit. The Omni Scrambler, which blocks reinforcement within 12-inch, were not considered, and it is very, very efficient ability. However, it is impossible for me to quantify that. Concealed Position and Angel of Death were, however, considered in the metrics. Without the Infiltrator's comms array, the unit is not really worth its point. It's very expensive, while it doesn't get anything out of the ordinary from normal intercessors. So that makes a unit that do not shine in any aspect. It has a good fortitude, but the offensive output do not come close to its defensive cost. However, when we consider the addition of the communication array with a captain and a lieutenant, it brings the unit to a 124%, while not being in the range of the 200% for being competitive. Its other abilities can make something that tactically can be very interesting for a Space Marine player. And definitely with the Infiltrator, with the communication array, this unit now has a damage output that is better than its defensive cost. So for 100 points, now we have the Intercessors. In the metrics, they were all armed with the Autobolt rifle, which is Assault 3 24-inch strength 4 weapon, so a lot of bolter type of attacks, and they have the normal intercessor stat line, and overall they perform extremely well in our metrics, reaching a score of 131%. So they have a good anti-personnel capacity, while their anti-tank is not very good. But that being said, the potential for damage output of this unit is better than its defensive cost. So that brings the unit to a 131%. Next, we have the Tactical Squad. A dedicated video was made for specifically to see the different option for the Tactical Squad. Here, what is presented would be for 100 point for Space Marine plus a Sergeant. The one Space Marine is armed with a Graph Cannon. The Graph Cannon is a heavy 4 strength 5 AP minus 3 weapon. However, when it hit something with a save 3+ armor, it's a damage increase to D3. Defensively, 100 points still buys you 10 wounds of toughness 4 and a save 3+. While a normal tactical squad without heavy weapon would reach overall metrics of 100%, the specific variation we have here with the Graph Cannon brings the unit to 134%. The Graph Cannon increased the value of the offensive output while not increasing a lot of its defensive cost. So in that configuration, that makes a unit that has a very flexible shooting capacity, both against personal, and it's almost a 3-star against vehicle. And defensive cost is always excellent. So that makes a unit that definitely has more offensive output than its defensive cost. So a very good development for the tactical squad. So overall, very interesting choice for the troop choice for the Space Marine. So most of the unit are a bit more than worth their point. Infiltrator is the exception, but having the aura effect, it can be very interesting on the battlefield, neither less. And overall, I think the two best choice would be tactical squad with the Graph Cannon and the normal intercessors. For quick analysis, the assault intercessors, and tactical squad were considered to see the impact of force multiplier. The assault intercessor, when mixed with the chaplain, can reach very interesting result, as the chaplain allowed to re-roll with a litany of 8 their melee attacks, brings the unit to 151%. And when you put the honor the chapter stratagem that allows to do a second round of close combat, it brings the unit to 271%, so makes the assault intercessor very competitive. The normal intercessors, when mixed with the impact of a captain and a lieutenant, brings the score to 178%. And if we consider the impact of the rapid fire stratagem that allows to shoot a second turn, brings the unit to a 284% value. So definitely also very competitive. The normal tactical squad with the Graph Cannon, when we just consider the impact of a captain and a lieutenant, it brings the value to the unit to 183%. So if we consider the chapters benefit, then at that point definitely a tactical squad can be competitive. This video described the troops for the Space Marine, and it was using our normalized methodology. Please feel free to comment on how to increase the efficiency of those units. Also, check my other video. It can help you in assessing the capabilities of your opponent when you play. And also subscribe if you like this kind of content. I will upload all the 40K units using exactly the same methods. Thank you for watching. Over and out.